On September 10, 2025, at approximately 12:23 p.m. Mountain Time, a single gunshot rang out, and Charlie Kirk collapsed instantly. The Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, took immediate control of the investigation. Investigators later determined that the shot was fired from a rooftop overlooking the event. The weapon used was identified as a bolt-action Mauser 30-06 rifle. Authorities released video footage showing the suspect fleeing the rooftop. Within 33 hours, the FBI apprehended 22-year-old Tyler James Robinson. Funny enough, his first name, Tyler, literally harkens back to the old meaning, a roof tile maker. So technically, he was just doing his job from 140 yards away, with slightly more deadly results. The name Tyler comes from the Old French tuilier, or Middle English tiler, a name that traces back to the craftsman who laid roof tiles. He was charged with aggravated murder. We all know the government is full of shit, and the FBI isn't exactly known for honesty either. They pretend to investigate, and in this case, they completely overlooked something simple. The official story says the shooter was 140 yards away from Charlie, and yet there's a camera just 5 meters from him that supposedly captured both the sound of the shot and the visual impact. Here's the problem. Physics doesn't lie. The speed of sound in air is roughly 343 meters per second, while a Mauser 30-06 bullet travels at about 900 meters per second, almost 3 times faster than sound. At 140 yards, the bullet would reach the target in about 0.40 seconds, while the sound would take 0.37 seconds to travel the same distance. That means the visual impact would occur well before the sound reaches you, not the other way around. Yet the footage reportedly shows the sound 120 milliseconds before the impact. That's physically impossible. A supersonic bullet can never make a sound that arrives before it hits, and yet that's exactly what the official investigation seems to claim.
First we check if the video is in sync with the sound. I will play this video in slow motion.
Not counting gang violence. Not counting gang violence.
Now we play it in normal speed.
Not counting gang violence. Not counting gang violence. Not counting gang violence.
We can see the video is in sync with the sound. And now we are going to load it in the Vegas Pro, which have more precise measurements than my Filmora app. I set the time ruler on 0 on the moment we hit the shot. That would be around here. And now we move forward until we see the first impact. That would be around here. And that is 125 milliseconds. This is what happened in the real world. We have the sniper. This red dot is the target. And the red dot on the right with the speaker is when the sound hit the target. The bullet hit the target after 140-150 milliseconds. And the sound hits the target after about 370 milliseconds. But what we measured was this. And it is off by like 300 milliseconds, or almost a third of a second.
So the FBI investigators, the fake guardians of truth, somehow missed the most obvious part of the puzzle. Where are the sound experts? Did they clock out early, or just decide physics was optional that day? And what about the online experts, The YouTubers who spend every waking hour firing rifles and talking about ballistics. Not a single one of them catches it. Are they doing this on purpose? Pretending not to see it? Or are they really that clueless and stupid? Or maybe they are shills. Some of these are people who live and breathe firearms. They know exactly how a gunshot behaves. They know the sound can never ever arrive before the impact when a supersonic bullet is involved. It's basic. And instead of sticking to real-world physics, these so-called experts on YouTube start pulling out every wild theory they can dream up. Angles, echoes, sound reflections, anything to dodge the simple math. It's almost funny, really. You don't need a doctorate to figure it out. Just two numbers. The speed of sound, about 343 meters per second, and the speed of a bullet, anywhere between 800 and 900 meters per second. That's all it takes to see how impossible their explanations are. The bullet always beats the sound. Always. Yet these channels twist themselves into knots trying to say otherwise, as if physics suddenly changed because it didn't fit their storyline. They talk, they speculate, they entertain, but they sure don't calculate.
The FBI, State Bureau of Investigation.
The FBI.
FBI stands for Assembling Bureau of Incompetence. Forever botching investigations. Failed before inquiry. Federal Bureau of Ineptitude. Federal Bureau of Incompetence. Frequently botched intelligence. Fictional Bureau of Investigation. Forgotten by intelligence. Tumbling Bunglers Incorporated. Federal Bunch of Idiots. Futile Bureau of Inaction. Finding blame instantly. Forever behind information. Fools blundering intensely. Follow. Botch. Invent. Frequently baffled individuals. Federal Bureau of Inconvenience. And last but not least, my most favorite, thoughts before investigating. The FBI, State Bureau of Investigation,